Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I'm putting in our advent calendar this year. So we have like a big garland advent calendar with felt pockets. I showed it in my last video of my Christmas house tour. So if you want to check out what it looks like, you can look there. But it's got good sized pockets so I can fit enough treats in it for 2 kids. We fill it with different things every year. I can link a couple of my videos in the comments below of different things I filled it with every year. It's different every year. So I wanted to share with you guys what I'm putting in it this year. So for me, I don't go crazy with the advent calendar stuff because it's just a fun little taste of excitement to help count down the days. One thing I like to try to avoid is a lot of waste. A lot of like plastic garbage that is just going to get thrown away, to like candy heavy, like I'm not going to put big huge candy pieces in. I definitely put little pieces of chocolate in every single year. And there are some unique ways that we incorporate other elements into our advent calendar that you're going to see in just a couple of moments. There are so many beautiful, wonderful ways to fill an advent calendar if you have one that you can fill yourself. In this video, it's just maybe for some inspiration if you're struggling with that this year. I also wanted to share some ideas with you guys that you could do during COVID, during lockdowns, and during this just kind of different Christmas. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get on with it. So I think first I'll show you kind of what I'm putting in for like treaty things, and then we'll talk about the other thing I'm doing, the other element I'm adding to our advent calendars this year. So I don't like to, advent calendar filling can get really expensive if you let it, because if you try and buy like 24 individual little things for 2 kids, that can build up, or you end up like buying dollar store junk. So this year, again, why I'm sharing, because I thought of something quite clever, maybe for my kids, because everybody's kids are different and what they're into is totally different. So I'll start with like the treats I'm putting in there. I got this little pot of Santa chocolates. So they're just little Santa chocolates wrapped in paper, and there's more than enough for 2 in each pouch, 1 for each child, and I'll actually have some left over. So this was, I think, maybe $4 or $6. I think I got this one at HomeSense, just in their little like Belgian chocolate section. So cute little chocolate Santas. They'll fit perfectly in the advent calendar. A little bit of a sweet treat as we count down the days. So I always like to have a little bit of a treat, but I like a slightly better quality chocolate or something like that. No really sticky candy that sticks to the teeth. You know, all that fun mom stuff. Okay, now this is what I really enjoy and how I kept advent calendar stuffing affordable, but also just not so much junk. I just don't, yeah, I really, if you can't tell, I don't like the junk. So I bought this little terrarium of reptiles, and this was, I'm sure you, again, you guys were Canadian. I get this every year. People are like, that's expensive. American prices are going to be cheaper, but I got this for $12 on Amazon, I think, and I will link this one. These are these, like, I don't know, they're Terra by Bat Tat. So this is the reptiles one. There's so many different versions of this. There's like fish, there's sea animals, there's like jungle animals, and when you buy something that's in bulk like this, you end up saving a lot. So I think, yeah, I bought $11 or $12, I think this was. So we've got little snakes and frogs, and although this is something that is plastic, some skinks, I think, maybe. These are things that my kids play with constantly. My kids are obsessed with little animals, little figurines, and worst case scenario, this is what I do. I don't know what you guys do, but when toys that are like little figures or things like this start to get not played with or just left out too much and not really cared about, then I'll just move them to the bathroom, and then they get a whole new life in the bathtub. It doesn't matter what my kids' ages are, they always play with toys in the bathtub still. Like, it's just a fun thing. They'll like fiddle around with them. So little crocodiles, so many cute things. Like, look how many are in there. So I thought that would be really fun. Some tree frogs. Because one, they're small enough where I can put 2 of these in each of the pouches, and the kids will catch on, as they always do, but then they will be eager to see what sort of reptile they're gonna get the next day. My kids really like reptiles, so I think this will be a huge hit. So they each get a little chocolate, so I'll put 2 chocolates and 2 little reptiles in each pouch, and what I'll do is I'll wrap 1 chocolate and 1 reptile together and put 2 little flat packages in each pouch, because I don't like my kids being able to peek at the days ahead. And that will be their little advent gift. So just kind of a tip, if you want to fill advent calendars for cheaper, maybe a little better quality, definitely look for little bulk toy items like this, or you know, like Discovery Planet, Nat Geo has toys like this, or like the tubes, what's that one company called? I don't know, like Wildlife something. There's another company along those lines that they do like the animal tubes of Arctic animals, and part of the proceeds go to wildlife conservation and things like that. So they're really cool items that you can get. And then you ended up like I did our whole advent calendars for like under $20. I think I spent $18, $16, something like that. So overall, a really wonderful price. Okay, so that is the fun stuff and like the little exciting gift bits that I like to do in our advent calendars some years. But now I wanted to share with you guys if you're not putting toys in your advent calendar, maybe you have a smaller advent calendar that won't fit anything, I also put a slip of paper in each day. It's like a little card slip, and each day there's something written on it. So our family does this every year, unless we have a really crazy, I think one year we skipped it because we were just crazy busy, but this is something we like to do. Now I handwrite these, so they're completely customizable, do what you want, but I will read out all 24 days to you really quickly so that you guys can maybe get a pen and paper. This is your opportunity to pause this video and grab a pen and paper if you want some ideas for what to do for Advent. I have thought about things that will work for, first of all, our family. So they might not all work for everybody, obviously, but I've tried to create clever ways that are still COVID friendly, still potentially lockdown friendly, just depending on how severe your limitations are where you live. And that's a big reason I wanted to share these, because if they can help you guys bring a little bit more magic, I know it's really hard to think of things to do in this sort of environment. So I just wanted to do this for my own family, obviously, but also to help you guys out. So hopefully somebody finds something that they like in this list of things. So I personally make a mix of just fun things to do, family activities and such, and acts of service for others, acts of kindness. Obviously acts of service are really important for a lot of families, and especially around the holidays there's just so many opportunities. So yeah, it's a really sweet time, a really easy time to add in kindness for others, and I try to keep them very like low cost and simple ways that you could easily apply this to your own family. I don't think anything really costs any money in this at all. Perhaps, I don't know. I could be wrong, depending on what you have. I'm also in Canada, so your weather might not agree with some of these activities, but you get the point. Okay, I'll read them out to you. So day 1 for our family will be write a letter to Santa. We like to start the holiday that way. On the 1st, the kids wake up and our elves, our kindness elves, we have kindness elves instead of elf on the shelf. If you guys want an explanation for that, just let me know in the comments and I'll make a video, or like put it with another video of explaining what our kindness elves do. So our kindness elves kind of get their magic. They live in our tree until the 1st, and then they get their magic, and the kids wake up on December 1st. And the elves have laid out a North Pole breakfast for them with treats and wonderful things, and the advent calendar is suddenly all full, and there's just a whole new level of magic. So I like to always do Santa letters and fun things like that on the 1st. Day 2 is something simple, just make hot cocoa together. Day 3, make an ornament. I love filling my tree with family ornaments and sentimental things and things the kids have crafted. I'm going to try and share a few of our Christmas crafts with you guys this year so that you can maybe try some with your own, but Pinterest is full of them, Facebook is full of them. There are so many ways you can make a craft that still kind of goes with your tree. If you have a certain aesthetic, you can apply a craft to that as well. But it's just a really wholesome family activity that you can do with things that you just find around your house, which is always fun and exciting. 4, watch a Christmas movie as a family. Now I've also lined up the days to so I know that, like, you know, number 4 happens on a Friday, I think. So Friday's our family movie night, so that works for us. So adjust if you're gonna do something like this, totally adjust it to your schedule and your family routine. So yeah, Christmas family movie night. 5, drive around to look at Christmas lights. That's always a fun one. We like to do it several times in the month of December because we do it on Christmas Eve, but once is just never enough. 6, buy, or you could put make, your sibling a Christmas gift. We love this tradition in our family. We each take one of the kids and we just kind of follow them in their ideas. We kind of have a little bit of a meeting beforehand together as a family and ask them where they might want to go and things like that. And this is always a really, really fun afternoon or evening in our house. So buy your sibling a Christmas gift. And again, you could always put make in there if you prefer that. 7, read a Christmas book or a Christmas story. Just cozy up as a family and read a Christmas book. 8, board games and cocoa. This is a wonderful way to have a beautiful family night and just like a really good time to just be present and just spend some good quality time with your kids, and it's always a favorite of mine. Number 9 is play in the snow as a family. So this is a day that we will all be home. I made sure, and obviously this might not work for your climate. For us, it's already snowy, and I find we don't always get out as a family and play outside in the snow as much as I would like. So this is a great opportunity to go sledding or have a snowball fight or build a fort. And if you don't have snow, there's tons of other family activities you could do outside. Go play a game of hide and seek in the dark with glow sticks or something, or, you know, go for a family walk. Just anything outside in the fresh air together as a family, distractions aside. These are all meant to be just intentional little prompts to spend time together as a family. 10, make a Christmas craft. I leave these really open-ended so we can just do whatever the day what feels right for that day, what anybody's in the mood for. So I'll probably just look up on Pinterest something fun to do and we'll make some sort of Christmas craft. 11 is write a thank you note to someone. So again, really open-ended. I like to keep them that way because I don't know what next week is going to be like, never mind on December 11th. So we will see, and I try to keep them as open-ended as possible so they're doable, so that we can actually complete each activity each day. 12 is make a bird feeder. So this is always a fun activity. My kids love bird watching in the backyard. We'll probably do something with peanut butter or something like that and roll it in bird seed, you know, toilet paper roll, anything. There's so many crafts like that. So I've also seen some really cute ideas of like making a gingerbread house, but instead of putting candy and icing on it, you rub it in peanut butter and bird seed and popcorn and just leave it out for the birds to enjoy, which is such a wonderful idea because I don't know about you, but nobody ever eats a gingerbread house at our house. It just gets hard and crunchy and you end up throwing it away because it'll break your teeth if you try to eat it. 13 is deliver cocoa or a Christmas treat to someone in need. So, and this just means in need as in need of some warmth, in need of some love, in need of anything. The possibilities are endless, whether or not we happen to be out, you know, maybe in the city driving, doing errands. We can pick up a cocoa and a Christmas tree and drop it off to one of the homeless people we see, or maybe you know a neighbor who's having a hard time. Just do a little fun elf activity and deliver cocoa or a Christmas treat to someone in need. That always makes the whole family feel really good. 14 is write thank you cards and leave a treat for the trash truck people. My son has always loved the trash truck since he was a little boy, and I feel like it's really easy to overlook our everyday hard workers that while we're busy celebrating and getting ready, these people are still doing their jobs that we rely on them for, even if we don't maybe notice. So I wanted to put some opportunities for acts of kindness for maybe the overlooked people in our lives. So a thank you note and a little treat left for the trash truck people is something that I think is going to go down really well in our house. 15, it's a nice little baking opportunity to get together in the kitchen, bake treats for a neighbor or family you know, or several neighbors. If it's safe to do in your area, maybe you could get prepackaged ones. There's a lot of open-ended area or like things you could do. It's just a lovely gesture, especially right now where we need community more than ever, when we're feeling so separated from everybody. So bake treats for a neighbor or family that you know. 16, go for a winter wonderland walk. Now that obviously won't work for everybody. For us, that means going to one of the provincial parks and going for a big nature walk, and it's always so much fun. If you don't live in a snowy climate, go for a magical walk in whatever climate you live in. Maybe for you that's a scenic walk or somewhere really peaceful where you can just kind of let go and spend time together and just enjoy what's immediately around you. 17, have dinner by candlelight. Something so simple, but something that can be so special. Whether you've made something super fancy or you're, making chicken nuggets and fries, it doesn't matter. Eat it by candlelight. Why not? 18, Christmas family movie night again, but with all the treats. Because that's always fun. Pretending you're at the movie theater at home. It's a good time. 19, find things to donate to someone or a place in need. So we always like to do donations around the holidays. We donate things throughout the entire year. That's how we keep down on clutter. But it's just a really good opportunity and really good time to donate for someone you need. Old blankets and pillows and towels could go to animal shelters. Old clothes obviously are always an easy thing to find and donate to local charities and shelters. Toys, so many things. Food for the food hampers. So many endless opportunities, and usually something for everyone. 20, city Christmas light drive or dark sledding. So I have two really good options for this one because this must have fallen on a date that I'll either be making deliveries in the city for my business or we'll be home. It depends. So if we're already in the city, we'll do a city light drive because those are beautiful. Oh, just stunning. And if we're home, dark sledding, if you live where snow is and you've not tried dark sledding, it is so much fun. You strap on headlamps and you go in the dark and it's just a blast. Again, you can adjust this to wherever you may live. Play dark tag. Dark game of hide and seek, sled on sand. There are options. 21, a random act of kindness, free kindness card basically. Do whatever you like. Let the kids come up with something, brainstorm some ideas. It's so easy to do a random act of kindness. So it's kind of I left a free card. 22, make reindeer food. That is a very fun tradition. We always make reindeer food out of oats and sprinkles, maybe some sugar, maybe glitter, and we'll sprinkle it out on the front lawn. Just make sure you're using animal safe ingredients just in case a little birdie decides to have a little munch. That's really, really fun and magical, and we sprinkle it out on the front lawn on Christmas Eve for the reindeer. 23, bake cookies for Santa. You could do this on the 24th if you want, depending on what your schedule is like. We are too busy on the 24th to ever bake, so we pre-bake. So this is the last baking day, so we do our Santa cookies then. And 24 is kind of personal to you, and this card is personal to our family because we have family traditions. So I have feel the magic. Just really be present. Be as kind as you can. go to Gemma's house, which is our Cody's grandma. We'll see, depending on the new restrictions we get. Right now that's allowed. Track Santa on NORAD. If you guys don't do that, you definitely should check out Tracking Santa on NORAD on Christmas Eve. Put out milk and cookies, watch the Polar Express, love on your family, watch for Santa, and have a Merry Christmas. So those are what I'm also including in our advent calendars. I hope maybe these spark some ideas. Even if this is all you do, this could be a really, really fun way to just count down the season and celebrate. You can add more acts of kindness and acts of service. We're doing additional acts of service all throughout the month, and our family has some plans to do a few other things, well, quite a few other things. So you can add as many as you would like to your pile. But I just wanted to give you a basic idea, an example of what we're doing, so that maybe you can customize one if that sounds good for you. That suits your family and your kids best. So anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys are putting in your advent calendar. If you have a one that you can fill. I know a lot of people do the window chocolate ones, and those are just lovely as well. I love those ones. I grew up with those ones. But yeah, let's have a chat. So let me know if you had plans for putting things in your calendar and what they are, if maybe you're going to change something or use one of the things I suggested today. Let me know down below. Until then, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and we will see you in my next one. Bye.